We're rebuilding Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, and we're going to try and take down Bayern Munich in the process. All right, here we are at the start of the 2021-22 season with Eintracht Frankfurt. Obviously, in real life, they have just finished 11th, and unfortunately for them, not a great season. They have, although, won the Euro Cup, which is fantastic, and that puts them into the Champions League. It's their second Euro Cup win. On the page here, you can see it says they've won the Bundesliga. That's not quite correct. They've won a German championship back in, as it says there, 1959. The Bundesliga didn't actually get formed till 1963. If we have a look at where they have been in competitions in those domestic leagues, it doesn't go. It goes from 63-64 season, and that's when the Bundesliga was formed. They were one of the founding clubs. Frankfurt, they've also been in the Bundesliga the 7th most out of any German club, which is pretty good, and also forms the reason for why we are rebuilding them today. You can see at the end of the 2020 season, they finished 5th, which was excellent, after a 9th, 7th, 8th finish. And in the current season that has previously finished a couple of months ago, they finished a lowly 11th. So that's why I thought, let's get in, let's rebuild Frankfurt, and let's see if we can topple Bayern Munich. Just heading into the team page, we'll have a look at the players that are the key members of the squad at this 2021-2022 season. We have Filip Kostic. He is a midfielder on the left wing, can also play wing back as well. He's 28. Kevin Trapp, the goalkeeper. He's been with the club on and off for a fair while, had a stint in Paris and has come back to the club. Gibril Sal, central midfielder, got some pretty good physicals, really fast. Rafael Santos Borre, he is a striker. He doesn't really have good finishing. He's got some okay physicals. We're going to stick with him for a little bit. Evan Ndika, he is a centre-back who has really good physicals. He has okay mentals. That aggression's a bit low, but he's going to be a key member of our backline. Daichi Kamada, a Japanese player, plays through the centre and midfield. There's a bit of a theme here. It seems to be pretty central as we're going, with a couple of wingers as well. So I'm not sure how the tactic's going to form here. We've got Jesper Lindstrom. Looks like he can play in behind the strikers there. Another central player, but also can play out on the wide. Okay, so that rounds off the really important players in our team. We're going to head forward to the end of the transfer window, where I'll show you the tactic. We'll talk about where the team's headed, and then we'll simulate the first season and see how we go. Here we are at the end of the transfer window. It's the 31st of August. All the business has been and done now. We've made one transfer. If we head into our transfer history, we have brought in Gonçalo Ramos. We needed another striker, someone to help out Vanden Borre. If we have a look at the tactics, we have made a tactic that is a Frankfurt diamond. We are going with central play. We had no wingers of note, so we are going centrally. We have a pretty standard back four with wing backs, ball-playing defenders, sweeper keeper, pretty standard stuff for FM22. We've got a defensive midfielder who's a roaming playmaker, a box-to-box midfielder, a central midfielder on attack. We're using a shadow striker. We're going to use a pressing forward, something I haven't used too much before, and of course an advanced forward on attack. So 2 strikers with real central play here. As far as what the club want us to do in this season, they want us to, in the Euro Cup, reach the first knockout round. We know in real life they won the thing. It'd be quite a feat for me to follow that up the exact same way they did. They want us to qualify for the Euro Cup. That probably puts us in around that 5th to 6th spot. That would be handy. And reach the quarterfinal of the Pokal. We still have a fair bit of money going on financially. We've got $32 million in the bank. Not much transfer budget left. And we still have about 100 grand to spend in the wage budget. That's nice and healthy. They're slated as a rich club financially. If we check out the Bundesliga page, the season's already started. We have had an excellent start, 3 from 3. We have beaten Bielefeld, Augsburg and Dortmund, which is an excellent result against Dortmund. If we check into the season preview, see where they have us finishing. They've got us finishing in 9th. I'm expecting to do much better than that. That's actually pretty realistic for what happened in the real season last year, where they finished 11th. Our aim here, though, is to topple FC Bayern. That is the aim. We've got 5 years to do it. I actually would love to sort of take over from them. That'd be great. I can't see why we shouldn't. Bundesliga gives us heaps of cash, heaps of TV money. We should be able to sign a whole bunch of players. But if you look on the past winners here, that is obviously a very tough task. No one's won it since 2012. All right, let's head forward to the end of the season and see how Season 1 has panned out. It is the end of Season 1 and we have finished runners-up to FC Bayern as expected. We've finished above that 9th position. We were predicted to finish an excellent run. We are runners-up, but it looks like we're a fair way behind. Let's check out the competitions page. And we've won the DFB Pokal on the first try. Excellent. Let's check it out. How did we go in that one? We have won this twice now in the last 5 years. We beat Augsburg 3-1 in the final. If we head into the schedule and check that out, we obviously didn't do so well in the Euro Cup. I know we did semi-finals. Cool. To Chelsea. That's a pretty good run. We didn't quite emulate the feat of Frankfurt in real life, winning the Euro Cup in this exact same season. We did, of course, finish much higher than them in the league when they finished 11th in the same exact season. Heading into that schedule, we'll see how we went. We had a group in the Euro Cup with Napoli, Fenerbahce, Bratislava, and I'm going to guess, topped that group. Yes, we did, quite easily. We didn't lose a game. 20 goals for and 5 against. Wonderful stuff. If we have a look at the first knockout round, we should have gone past that. Yes, didn't have to worry about it. The second knockout round, we went in and played Villarreal. We won 7-3 on aggregate. Fantastic result. In the quarterfinals, we came up against West Ham and beat them 6-2 on aggregate. And that's when we hit another English side, Chelsea, who we faltered massively to. 5-1. We got smashed. Didn't deserve to be there. We would have actually played Napoli in the final. Checking out that final, Chelsea actually lost it to Napoli on penalties. A 0-0, what a boring game. If we head into the Bundesliga and check out how that went, go to the league table. As mentioned earlier, we finished 17 points behind Bayern. They are a force to be reckoned with. We have a lot of work to do to catch up to them. Lewandowski is still here. I haven't got the update. He has kicked 36 goals. Same with Haaland, 36 as well. They share the goals tally there. Kamada, the Japanese player, he gets 11 assists, which is great. And Filip Kostic coming in well behind Lewandowski and Haaland with 6 Player of the Match awards. If we check out the player squad page to see who we did the business, in the goals, we had Gonçalo Ramos, a new signing. He got 30 goals, 18 in the league. Rafael Santos Borre, 24 goals in all competitions. Jesper Lindstrom, he played that shadow striker role excellently too. 23 goals in all competitions there. We had Evan Ndicka and Jibril Sow, our central defender and central midfielders, chipping in with 13 and 10 respectively. All right, Season 2, it's going to be a tough one. We need to close that gap to FC Bayern and try to start really getting ahead of them. We need to make some shrewd decisions in the transfer market. All right, I will see you at the end of the transfer window in Season 2. Okay, we're just into Season 2. It's the 31st of August. We're on the Club Vision page just to check out what the board want from us this season, our second season. The club culture is pretty funny. Make the most of set pieces. They don't really want for much. I think we can probably manage that one. Same as always, spend the budget, work within the wage budget. They're currently disappointed we haven't spent the original transfer budget. We are in the Champions League this year. They want us to be competitive, qualify for the Euro Cup again in the Bundesliga, reach the semi-finals of the Pokal, and they don't care about the Super Cup. We are also upgrading the stadium facilities, the training facilities, the youth facilities, our junior coaching budget, something when you've got money in the Bundesliga, you should be trying to do at all times. Going into the finances, it's only small. We were given $41.5 million to spend. Not the biggest transfer budget, but enough to do something with. We have done a little bit with it. We still are considered rich with $73 million in the bank. We are spending close to our wage budget as well. If we delve into our transfers, what have we done? We have done a little bit of business. I'll take you back to last season a little bit. We did do some business in the January transfer window. We bought in Fabrizio Diaz, a defensive midfielder, a young guy, he's only 19, someone we want to develop and make part of our first team. If we put it into the new season and we check out what's happened here, we have done a fair bit of business. We've spent $89 million. We have brought in Matteo Ruggeri, a very young left back, hopefully to follow in the footsteps of Kostic. Julio Maggiore, a central midfielder. Christopher Ayer, $38 million we spent on him. He is a central defender. He's 6'5", 16 jumping reach. Much better aggression than our previous central defenders. Great determination and teamwork with some quality technicals as well. He's only 24. We've brought in Kelvin from Brazil. He's 21, another youngster. And we have brought in one of the big wonder kids of this year's FM22, Benjamin Sesko. We'll see how he goes. We need someone who could lead the line. His value's gone crazy already. We know his physicals can get amazing. We know how good he can be. Have I got the best version of him? We will see as the seasons go by. We brought in Marin Pogacic, another central defender, another big guy with great jumping reach, pace and strength. We've worked on that aggression, that bravery. We are upgrading in those central defensive positions. He cost us $11 million. We've got some free transfers in as well. These, I think a couple of them were already organised by the club. Mawani, a striker, probably someone who's never going to get a game really, just a backup. Florian Grilic, he's a defensive midfielder. I think he's going to be a backup as well. Got him in for free on a Bosman transfer. And Marcel Venig, I think this was already pre-organised. He's only 18, but he doesn't look like he's going to be an amazing player. He's got okay dribbling and teamwork, but his physicals leave a lot to be desired. On the outs, we'll just go by anything of note. Money-wise, Evan and Dika wanted to leave. That's why we've done so much work with central defenders. He's gone to Wolfsburg for $29.5 million. If we head into the Bundesliga, it hasn't been the best start. We've already played 7 matches. That's because this is in-game the World Cup year. The current season we're actually in real life. And we've had to play a bunch of games really early. We've played 7. We have won 3, drawn 1, and lost 3. We've lost to Dortmund, Bayern, and Wolfsburg. I'd say 2 of those are really tricky games. We have beaten Leverkusen, Augsburg, and HSV or Hamburg. All right, the aim is to topple over FC Bayern. It's going to be a tricky one. Let's have a look, see where we're previewed to finish. We have jumped right up to 3rd. They think we're going to be right up in the business end of things. I think we will too, even though we've had a shaky start. Let's simulate up to the end of Season 2. With a bit of luck, what can we do? Can we get closer to FC Bayern than we did last season? And how are we going to go in that Champions League run? And we have done it. We have won the Bundesliga in our 2nd showing in Season 2. We have come top there. We have beaten Bayern since the start. They've won 1, we've won 1, and we have toppled them. We have made up that 17-point gap from last year and won it by 3 points. Let's go into the competition page and see if anything else has happened. And there is more silverware or goldware, depending on how you look at it. We've won the Pokal for the 2nd time running, and we've won the German Super Cup. Let's check it out. Who did we play? We played FC Bayern. Another wonderful game, 0-0. We won it in penalties. I'll take that silverware, even though that was not important. We've won the Pokal again. We have beaten Mainz this time. 3-1. Pretty good game. We'll head in there, check out who did the business. We had Kelvin, Lindstrom, and Grilic all scoring after Bell gave Mainz the lead in that final. That is 2 in a row for us. Past winners twice. I'm safe to say I think we are currently now ahead of Bayern in this rebuild. 1 Bundesliga each, but 2 Pokals to Frankfurt. Although we don't know what they've done in the Champions League. Looking at the Champions Cup, we got knocked out in the group stage. There is no UEFA Cup here, which means we finished last in our group. Let's check it out. The group stages. Oh, wow. We had Liverpool in our group with Bruges and Atletico Madrid, and we finished dead last with only 1 win against Madrid and a draw against Bruges. That's a disappointing showing, really. We've got to be better than that. We do have another chance next year. Over on the past winners, good to see. Bayern have not won it in the last couple of years. Liverpool won it last season, and in the final, it looks like, if we check that out again, who is it now? I saw it before. Yep, Liverpool and Napoli. So Liverpool could win it again, and Napoli, they actually won the UEFA Cup, I think, last year. So they're doing great in Europe. If we head back, we won the Bundesliga. This is the creme de la creme of what we are after. Only in our second season, we have won the championship with 78 points. We have won 25, drawn 3, and lost 6. That's pretty good. 55 goal difference, which is excellent. Lewandowski has 47 goals in the league. He is a dominator. We had Sesko getting 25. He also ended up 3rd in the average ratings, with Kelvin getting 2nd. He's one of our new players. 15 assists as well. Sesko in the Player of the Match awards with 7. And Kevin Trapp, not sure if you can see that with my head in the way, getting 3rd in the clean sheet tally. If we head into our squad and check out how the players went, let's have a look. The goals, we know Sesko was dominating. How's he looking now? He seems to be improving already now at 19. He is a 5-star potential player. 4.5-star current ability. Obviously, our team's not that great yet, even though we won. 32 goals for him. Ramos, the other striker, he has 18 goals. Jesper Lindstrom at Shadow Striker with 17, and it dropped off pretty hard after that. All right, so that's a extremely successful season number 2, where we have won the Bundesliga at the 2nd try. Now the hard part, trying to hold on to that, and after our 5-year cycle, trying to win something in Europe, trying to keep ahead of Bayern, and make sure we become the best team in the country. All right, I'll see you over after the transfer in Season 2. All right, here we are. It is Season 3 in the rebuild with Frankfurt. It is 31st of August, 2023. We are on the Club Vision page. The board actually wants some different stuff from us, which is great. They want us to play attacking football, possession football, and entertaining. This seems to be the trio that pops in as you become better. And, of course, continue to be a set-piece team. Current season, they want us to reach the first knockout round. They had almost no expectations of Champions Cup. That has to be upgraded, I agree. Qualify for the European Champions Cup. That means finishing in the top 3 or 4 in the Bundesliga. Reach the semi-final of the Pokal and don't care about the Super Cup. We are also trying to upgrade everything we possibly can with the club. We are trying to get in all sorts of things. Affiliate clubs, youth facilities, junior coaching. It is all happening. We are trying to become a powerhouse in the Bundesliga and make Frankfurt one of the teams to be reckoned with. Checking the finances out, we've got a healthy $102 million. Our original budget, it's only small over here. We were given $91 million. We have spent it all and more, and we are spending $1.3 million now. That has jumped up massively over the 2 seasons. If we head into the transfers and see what we have done, we'll just check out, see if there was any business. In January last year, there was not in the ins, and in the outs, we sold Santos Bore and Kamada. He also went out. He's gone to Switzerland to Young Boys for $17.5 million, and that was at the end of the last season. Let's head into this tick over, we have brought in a bunch of players. We have brought in some big transfers. Let's have a look at these from free ones first. Andreas Pereira, a central midfielder who can play in all midfield spots. We got him for free. Adrian Rabiot, another defensive midfielder. He plays in those central spots too. Another backup. We're looking to strengthen this squad so that we can play Champions League football. Here comes some of the big spending. Federico DiMarco, an excellent left wing back. Thomas Meunier from Dortmund. We have a right back. He is just going to be there as a backup. He's got some nice player attributes just in case we need him. Miguel Gutierrez, someone I've used a couple of times in other saves. Coming in from Real Madrid very cheaply for 1.5. He's going to play backup on that left side to, of course, DiMarco, one of our marquee signings. But the biggest signing of the transfer window, we have stolen Giovanni Reina from Borussia Dortmund, an attacking midfield or central midfield player, a 20-year-old wonder kid who is ambitious and is going to be world class. What a signing. $63 million. It's a big one. We have taken him from Borussia Dortmund, one of our major rivals, stealing their players, making ourselves better, making them weaker. And what a signing he is. I am excited to see how he goes in this third season. If we go into the Bundesliga page, we've had a pretty good start. We are 2 from 2. We have beaten Mainz and Bielefeld. Wouldn't say they're the strongest teams. And as far as the season preview, we are now predicted to finish second, behind Bayern again. They are predicted to go straight back to the top. We do have, though, one of our players, Benjamin Sesko, making that Dream 11, the first player we've had so far. I'm hoping Giovanni Reina will get there soon. All right. This is going to be a tough one. We need to try and back up from last season, keep up with FC Bayern in our 5-year battle with them to be the best in Germany. See you, and we'll simulate the end of the third season. End of season 3. And Bayern have taken back the ascendancy in German football. We have finished second. All right, let's head into the competitions page and see how we've gone over all of our competitions. We've won the German Super Cup. Again, one that nobody cares about. We have been knocked out by Bayern in the semi-final of the Pokal. Oh, we've been knocked out in the Champions Cup at the semi-final by Bayern. All right, let's check out our Champions Cup run. Much better than being knocked out at the first go. Let's have a look at the group stages. We were in Group H. We had Roma, Copenhagen, and Monaco, and we went through top. Did not lose a game. 3 wins, 3 draws. That's a good result. In the first knockout round, we played Bruges, 7-3 on aggregate. That's great. In the quarter-final, we came up against Chelsea. Excellent. And we beat a big Premier League side, 3-1 on aggregate. That is a much improved result compared to previous. And then we came up against Bayern, our major rivals in this save. And they did a number on us, especially in that next leg, 5-1. We were actually 2-1 up in the first leg, lost 5-1. I'm going to guess that's in the away leg. And let's see, is the final been played already? It has. Oh, Bayern have won it. That puts them well ahead of us. They now have 2 league titles to our 1 and a Champions League title to our 0 European competition wins. So we are now behind them in this 5-year save with 2 seasons to go. If we check out the Bundesliga and we expand that out to the table, we finished runners-up by 4 points. We had the same amount of losses. We lost to Bayern twice. That is the difference there. We lost to them twice, and that is the amount of points we lost the title to. We finished 6 points ahead of Hamburg, HSV, Hamburg, Mönchengladbach, and Union Berlin were the relegated teams. Dortmund finishing a lowly 6th here, which is quite interesting. They have dropped off after we have stolen their player. In the stats, we have Sesko winning the Golden Boot for the competition ahead of Musiala and Mecha. Average rating, still Kimmich. He is right up there, Sesko as well. We have no one the assists, but Player of the Match Awards is Sesko. He must be improving out of sight. Let's check him out. His physicals are amazing. He is 6'5" and he is quick. Needs to work on his technicals and mentals a little bit, but his off the ball is off the charts. And he is doing fantastically. All right, let's go in, have a look at the squad, and check out who our major players were. We did a lot of transfer business. We have Sesko getting 45 goals in all competitions, 28 in the league, 11 in the Champions Cup. He is producing. We all know how great a player he is. Ramos playing the pressing forward position, 22 goals. Gio Reyna, our brand new player playing shadow striker, he got 19 goals. He is going to continue to improve as a 21-year-old. He is an elite attacking midfielder at 21, and it's quite hard to argue with that. Federico DiMarco, he chipped in with 8, but we did have that same drop-off as usual. It seems like our 3 attacking players score all the goals, which is fine by me. All right, that brings us to the end of Season 3. We are behind Bayern now. They've won a Champions League, and they are 2 titles to 1. We need to get this back and make it at least even in Season 4. It is Season 4 and the end of the transfer window in 2024. It is the penultimate season in this rebuild. We are behind Bayern. They've won 2 titles. We've won 1. They've won a Champions League. We've won none. This season is either going to break us or we are going to catch them up and have the chance to be the best German side in this 5-year period rebuild. All right, let's check out what the club vision is for this year. They now want us to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I think that's probably what we're going to do most of the time. End of current season, reach the first knockout round of the Champions League, qualify for the Champions Cup again, reach the semi-finals of the Pokal, and they don't even care about much else. We are continuing to upgrade the club, getting more affiliates, improving facilities, and really trying to continue being a major player in Germany. Finances, we were only given 44 million this year. Not sure why it was so small. Maybe because we had a bit of back-ended stuff, but we do have 144 million in the bank. So that's a bit strange that they didn't back us with a heap of money after making the semi-finals of the Champions League and falling behind in second place of the league. Heading into the transfers that we have made, though, we've done a little bit of work. We check back into the previous season. We, at the Christmas period of the previous season, made 1 signing. We signed Brenner from Cincinnati as a backup striker. He comes in just to add some depth. In the ticked over season, we have sold Pongracic, one of our central defenders. He wasn't getting enough game time. He wanted to go 8.25. I think we made a loss on him. Yep, we signed him for 11, sold him for 8.25. He has been overtaken by Tuta, our other central defender. We didn't do much else in the sales. We have brought some players in. We got Odriozola for free from Real Madrid. He is a right back, a backup, squad depth at this stage. We have brought in Arthur Thiet from Bologna, a central defender. He looks awesome. He is 6'1", 16 jumping reach, 16 agility, strength 16. He has everything you would want from a central defender and more. He is a ball-playing defender. He has everything to help us try and win something in Europe and take back that Bundesliga trophy. And we have replaced our goalkeeper, Ugurkan Shakir, has come in, the Turkish international goalkeeper. He has replaced Kevin Trapp. Okay, heading into the Bundesliga page, we've had a reasonable start. 3 from 3. Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, and Augsburg. Where are we previewed to go? We are previewed to be the runners-up, 20-1. We have pushed out from, I think it was 11-1 last season. We have now 2 players in the immediate dream 11, 3 in fact. Wow. We have DeMarco taking up a central defender spot, which is ridiculous. Gio Reyna taking that shadow striker spot, and Sesko. So we are slowly taking over and competing with the big boys of Bayern. We just need to make sure we get that title back, and we need to win something in Europe. All right. I will see you after we simulate this 4th and penultimate season. Can we even up the score with Bayern in this 5-year Frankfurt rebuild? And the answer is a resounding yes, we can even up that score. If you look at those league positions, we were first from the second round of matches there all the way through. We have won the league at a canter, 16 points. We're doing to Bayern what Bayern has done to everyone for years. I feel like the tides are turning. We are becoming the German team, the best German team there is. All right, did we do anything else? They are still ahead of us. They won a Champions League last year, so it is 2 Bundesligas apiece after 4 seasons, but they have a Champions League. What have we done in the other competitions? Yes, and we have won the Champions League for the first time in the history of Frankfurt. They have been a runner-up previously in history, but they have won it, and we have beaten Liverpool along the way. A tricky tie, and won the Champions Cup 4-0. What a final, 4-0. I haven't even noticed, but we have also won the German Super Cup. Oh, no, we didn't. That's a runner-up. I got excited because we've won the Champions League. I was excited. I saw the trophy. We've actually just run it up, that one. Who cares? We have won the Pokal again. That is a 3rd time. Let's check it out. We have won 3 Pokals in 4 years. I think what this means is we are slightly ahead on the ledger with FC Bayern with 1 season to go. We beat FC Bayern in that final. That's how you do it. 1-0. Let's see who scored that winning goal. Can it be something of note? It was early days, 24th minute, Rabiot. He managed to score the only goal for the game. We did beat them to, you can see the shots on target, the XG. We actually won the pass completed. The possession was their way, but we won and deserved that game. In the Champions Cup, we have won the final here. We need to go in and check this out. Let's see how we went along the way. We go into the group stages here. If we check out the stages, let's do it this way so it's nice and big for us. Go to all the groups. Our group was Group E. We had Benfica, Napoli, and Besiktas. I would expect to get through that group with flying colours. That is an easy group, if I say so myself. We won 5, drew 1, and cleaned up with only a 4-goal against. In the knockouts, our first knockout round, we played Chelsea again. Wow, we have some sort of rivalry with them in Europe. That is the 3rd time I think we've played them. We are now 2 victories to 1 against them. We smacked them 5-1, something they did to us in the first season in the UEFA Cup. In the quarterfinal, we played against Barcelona and won the tie 1-0. 1 goal in a 2-legged quarterfinal. That is an excellent result. We are playing some monster teams. In the semi-finals, and another monster team with money, Paris Saint-Germain. We have beaten them 4-1. This is a very satisfying win because then we take on the team of teams in Football Manager 22, Liverpool, and smack them off the park 4-0. Let's see who did the business. It was Benjamin Sesko, Gio Reyna, Gonçalo Ramos, and Sesko finished it off in the 80th minute, 4-0. They actually were pretty hard done by. They had 7 shots on target. Our XG was higher though. And we have had an excellent final, dominating the match XG story. And green. We had a full team of excellent players. from defence, midfield, and striker. What a result. We have now gone ahead of them in the competition's tally. All right, let's check out that Bundesliga, which we have won with flying colours, 16 points. We only lost 3 games for the year. Sesko scored 24 to get the golden boot. DeMarco Sesko in the average ratings. Reina and DeMarco in the assist tally. DeMarco, 5 Player of the Match awards. And Shakir, our new goalkeeper, leading the tally of clean sheets there, if you can see that, and my head's not in the way. All right, how did the squad go? Obviously, amazingly. Look at the average ratings. I don't know if I've seen a squad look so good average rating-wise. That is the majority of our squad. 1 first-team player who did not get a green average rating for all competitions. But let's check out the goals. Sesko with 37. He is wanted. That's no good. Man City, big teams wanting him. He has made some improvements again. He has started to improve his mentals and his technicals and is still improving his physicals. What a player we know he is, and he's doing the business. Ramos with 19, Lindstrom with 15, and we don't have the massive drop-off that we had in previous seasons. Sal, Reina, and Aya, our central defender, all getting above 10 goals. If we check out those competitions again and we check out how we are going, we are 2 Bundesligas to 2 Bundesligas with Bayern. I've made this a bit of a grudge match now. They are the team you need to chase in Germany. As far as European Champions Cup, we have 1 each. So we are tied there. The Pokals are putting us over the edge. We have 3 Pokal wins in 4 seasons. Bayern have 1. So we are currently just leading them. And we don't include these Super Cups, but we are 2 apiece there as well. So as we move into Season 5, we are looking to consolidate our spot and overtake FC Bayern as the team in Germany, the best team after 5 seasons. That would complete the rebuild of Frankfurt and make the team the best. All right, I will see you at the end of the transfer window for our final and 5th season. Okay, welcome to our 5th and final season in the Bundesliga with our Frankfurt rebuild. On the Club Vision page, they want us to play pretty football, once again, make the most of set pieces. In the Champions League, they want us to reach the quarterfinals. Don't care about the Super Cup. Qualify for the Champions Cup, finish in those top 3 or 4 positions. Don't care about the Pokal or the German Super Cup either. We are continuing to improve the club. We've actually got a stadium expansion, which we won't see the fruits of that labour because this is the end of our rebuild. Of course, I will make the save available for anyone who wants to continue and play with this wonderful team of Frankfurt, and you will get to see that expanded stadium and continue with this team. If we head into the finances, we have $182 million in the bank. We are super rich. Okay, our transfer budget, apparently there's a bit of a glitch. The original budget was apparently 58.6k. That is completely wrong, but we will head into the transfers and you will see we've spent a lot of money. $2.2 million we are spending on the wage budget. We have made that a huge, huge leap in our expenditure as we have gone through this save. All right, let's head to the transfers. We've done some amazing business. Let's check it out. If we go back to last season, did we do anything of note? Let's check that. We have, in the January transfer window, we brought in Fard Amufi for $6.5 million. He was a backup on the wing-back right. We seem to be buying backup wing-back right places all the time. We also brought in Amin Gouiri for $60 million to play in that striker position. Did he play much? I don't think he did. He played 8 matches in that time. We needed a backup. I wanted us to win the Champions League, which we did, and having someone to slot in who was of this quality was important, and we had $60 million to spend there. In this new season, how much have we spent? We have spent £150 million. We'll get to them in a second. On the outs, we have sold Pereira to Monterrey for $20 million. Mufi, who came in, has gone for 8.75, and then a couple of other small loans and transfers. But we have signed 2 big signings. On a free transfer, though, first, we had Andrea Conti, another wingback. We love to sign wingbacks on the right-hand side. They keep wanting to leave. We keep needing backups, and he is going to be a backup. He is happy to be in that spot. Samuel Ricci from Empoli. He is a 24-year-old central midfielder. He can play in defensive midfield or that central midfield attacking spot. He is classed as world class. We have spent a fortune on him, $55 million, to try and make this the best season possible. And yes, you've already seen it. We have stolen another Borussia Dortmund player. Jude Bellingham is now a Frankfurt player. £95 million we have spent on Jude Bellingham, one of the best players in the game. 22 years of age only. His physicals, mentals, and technicals are of the highest standard. He is another world-class midfielder. He has been playing at Dortmund and doing quite well, and we have come across, stolen him, and spent the cash to have one of the best central midfielders in the world at this stage. We have started the season amazingly. 3 from 3. We've beaten Augsburg, Wolfsburg, and Leipzig. Bayern are on our tails already. Dortmund are down in 9th. They are struggling. We are taking their players as well. As far as the preview is concerned, we are still runners-up, but that is very tight. 8-11 and 2-1 odds. We have 3 players in the Dream 11. Our goalkeeper, Chakir, Reina, and Sesko are sitting in that Dream 11. All right, the main aim this year is to try and win the Bundesliga again, making sure we win more than Bayern in this 5-year period. And anything extra is going to be a bonus. We want to make sure we are the best club in this 5-year rebuild. All right, let's head towards the end of the final season 5 and see how we go. And we have done it in style. We have won the Bundesliga for a 2nd year running. We have overtaken FC Bayern as the best team in Germany as far as it is concerned with the Bundesliga. And we have stayed top from day 1 all the way through and dominated the league. The only thing we need to worry about now is, has Bayern won anything else like a Champions League that could tip them over the edge as being the most successful German team in this 5-year rebuild. All right, let's check out the competition page and see how we have gone in the other competitions. All right, if we go through this, there's a lot to look at. We won the German Super Cup again. That means we have won it 3 of 5 times, beating Bayern. The DFB Pokal. Ooh, we got knocked out in the 2nd round. That is poor. Did Bayern win it? No, they didn't. Augsburg. Good stuff, which means we keep our record there as 3 out of 5, with Bayern only winning 1. There's a lot of focus here on being better than Bayern, but that is the nature of the Bundesliga. In the European Super Cup, we won that. Who did we beat? We beat Inter 3-0. Let's have a quick look, see how we did that. We had Sesko score 2 and Thiat score another one. We played really well and dominated the game with everyone playing super well. In the Champions Cup, we stumbled a little bit. This is the one. We need to make sure Bayern didn't win this. Otherwise, that might tip the scales in their favour. We are knocked out by Real Madrid at the first go. Let's have a look. And no, Man City won it. That is good news for us. We've won it once. Bayern's won it once. That means we are clearly the most successful German team in this last 5 years. Let's check out the stages of our very poor run. If we go into the groups, who did we have in our group? We had Man City, who eventually won it, Benfica and Rennes. We came 2nd, equal 2nd, but goal difference must have pushed us into that 2nd spot. And I think that's done the damage for us because We then had to play Real Madrid in that first knockout round, and they did us in 8-4. Wow, what a two-legged first knockout round. Wow, 8-4, lots of goals, very entertaining, but that is poor. If we had gone through top of that group, who would we have played? We would have played Porto, and we probably would have got through that tie. All right, back on the page here of the competitions. We have won the Bundesliga, and it has been out of control. We have won it by 20 points. We have not only overtaken Bayern, but we have gone ahead of them by a lot. We missed out on a perfect season, an unbeaten season by one game, losing to Bayern 2-0 away. 31 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Dortmund are in dire straits. We've stolen their best players. They are in 14th. They are closer to relegation than Europe. That is disastrous. In the stats, we have Sesko, Ramos, and Reina. Oh, wow. I don't know if I've seen that too often. 3 players from the same team being the top 3 goal scorers in the league. That's awesome. What a last season. Reina and Sesko in average rating. Reina and Bellingham in the assists. 26 assists in the league for Reina. That's got to be some sort of record. Reina getting the most player of the match awards, and Shaqiri, once again, 3 more clean sheets than anyone else. Manuel Neuer, eat your heart out. We have Shaqiri. Okay, let's check out the squad, see how everyone performed. Actually, first of all, let's check out the transfers. We did make a bunch in the January transfer period. So we did bring in a bunch of players. We brought in Simon Vergara. I started to bring in some new gens. Look at this guy. He is a wonder kid. He is ridiculous. So if you take on this save now, you get Simon Vergara, an amazing attacking player. We brought in Alejandro Alvarez. He is a central defender, a 19-year-old. He looks pretty good as well, with 19 jumping reach and 6'6" height of all of him. We have Masaya Makami, 2.6 million. We have a left back of the future, 18-year-old Japanese player. He looks wonderful. I'll never get to play with him, but you might. Felipe Lopez. We've brought in a right wing back, wonder kid. He's got a mercenary personality, but his attributes make him a player who can start immediately. We've got Roger. We spent $15.75 million on Roger. A striker who cannot finish. But he has everything else. I think we would convert him into a central midfielder. That advanced playmaker role looks really good for him. I don't think he's a striker at all. Then Luis Philippe, we spent $46.5 million to make sure we slammed home that Bundesliga title with Luis Philippe, a central defender of the highest regard, and Kim Johansson, a $2 million striker, an 18-year-old Serbian who is also a wonder kid already, 6'4", and he looks like with a bit of development, he is going to be amazing. So that was our ins. We had a bunch of players on the outs. Tutor, someone who's been with us a while, $26.5 million, and a bunch of other players on loan or small transfers. All right, have a look at this squad. For our final season, we had average ratings well exceeding expectations. Giovanni Reina had an 8.04 for the entire season, and Sesko had a 7.8 season. 2 of the best seasons I have ever seen in Football Manager. Wow. Let's check out the goals. We have Sesko with 44, Ramos with 28, Reina with 27, 15 for Jude Bellingham, and Aya with 10. On the assists, 31 assists for Reina. He had 27 goals and 31 assists across the season. He is unbelievable. What a player. Glad we got him from Dortmund. Kelvin, 18 assists. Bellingham, 15 goals and 17 assists. Ramos with 13. And DeMarco with 12. We have a wonderful squad. I am super proud of the squad and what they have been able to achieve. It has been a wonderful rebuild. We have done the business, taken over as the champions of Germany, won more trophies than Bayern in this time, which was my aim. Maybe a little over the top with that aim, but we have done it. It is what I wanted to do. a great rebuild and very exciting future for Frankfurt going forward. Okay, that brings us to the end of our rebuild with Frankfurt. Thank you so very much for watching. As I've previously mentioned, I will make the save game and the tactic available. I'll leave links in the comments. And if you would think about subscribing to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, bye.